No, he said the government is introducing this betting tax to deter them, equivalent to essence tax, so that they will not be staking the bet. Has the tax solved the problem as intended by the government? Big no. I insist that that tax must be abolished. My position on the E-levy is well known. I do not intend to run from it. I've written articles against the E-levy. I championed opposition against the E-levy. I still stand by them. Mr. Chairman, the E-levy is neither a direct tax, indirect tax, or an excise tax. I don't know how to classify the E-levy as a tax practitioner.
Honorable nominee, I would like to refer you to a publication on the 15th of March 2021. And I want to paraphrase because I don't want to miss any word. And I quote, Ghana today, we are complaining that this gambling is destroying our youth. I've read a number of articles on this. I would have thought that the government will come out with a policy to restrict gambling and to even ban it, he said. And this was a quotation attributed to you, Honorable nominee. I want to ask and proceed on this. Do you still stand by this position of banning gambling and banning betting and all that in its entirety, or now your position has changed? That's what I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I think it's a very good question, and it's an opportunity for me to clarify. Mr. Chairman, I was on a show with the Honorable Kojo Opon Nkrumah, and the contest must come out. The Honorable Kojo Opon Nkrumah, at the time a Minister for Information, I'm sure, had the responsibility to sell a government policy on betting. And he said, I'm surprised you are not bringing that portion. He said that betting tax is being implemented because it is destroying our youth, and that the government is introducing this betting tax to, no, he said the government is introducing this betting tax to deter them, equivalent to essence tax, so that they will not be staking the bet. I retorted on a show being hosted by Evans Mensah on Joy FM PM Express. I retorted by saying that will not solve the problem. That will not solve the problem because I've read a number of articles, and the article presupposes or suggests that it is destroying our youth. And so if you want to introduce a tax, you have to first look at the elasticities, and as to whether the elasticities will mean that imposing such a tax will prevent the individual or the people concerned from the staking of the VAT, of the betting or not. But I doubt that will. And so if you intend doing that, the best option is to ban it and not to introduce a tax. And I said the tax will not solve the problem. Here we are today. I've been vindicated. Has the tax solved the problem as intended by the government? Big no. I insist that that tax must be abolished. And as Minister of Finance, my first budget, I will abolish the betting tax. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. We don't do that in Parliament. We say here, here.
No, but they are not. So I have a few questions focusing on what my brother and former majority leader and now minority leader raised in his thesis that he read before we started. Oh, it's very beautiful. Thesis.
Honourable Member, continue. Proceed.
Number one, will you abolish the E-levy?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, My position on the E-levy is well known. I do not intend to run from it. I've written articles against the E-levy. I championed opposition against E-levy. I still stand by them. Mr. Chairman, the E-levy is neither a direct tax, indirect tax, or an excise tax. I don't know how to classify the E-levy as a tax practitioner. Mr. Chairman, it doesn't mean that I do not recognize that the E-levy brings in certain revenue. But the fact remains that the E-levy retards our progress towards a cash-light economy and the fintech. We need to abolish the E-levy. I have said, and I'm on record to have said, that given the opportunity to abolish the E-levy. I want to restate that position, that if approved as part of the first budget, I'll be privileged and I will announce that we will abolish the E-levy as part of our first budget, recognizing my earlier stance and the commitment that His Excellency the President Mahama said that as part of our 120 days agenda, we will abolish the E-levy. We stand by that, and I can assure you the E-levy will go within the 120 days calendar that we've announced. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mama Ayarga. The minority leader and the ranking member wants to do a follow-up on the question relating to abolishing E-levy.
Thank you, Chairman. Chair, my respected colleague and leader tells us that he is aware that abolishing the E-levy would amount to government losing revenue. How does he make up for the loss in revenue?
Thank you very much. Your answer to the question, please.
Mr. Chairman, it shouldn't always be revenue. But why are we not paying attention to expenditure? I think you have a choice of both. Remove the E-levy and replace it. Or remove the E-levy, don't replace it, and cut corresponding expenditure. The option is on the table. As minister, I will obviously consider the E-levy holistically and the fact that it's going and look at its impact and assess it appropriately. But my commitment will not change. The E-levy has to go, and it will go immediately.
Thank you very much. He intimated he has a further supplementary question.
Chair, my respected colleague and leader has introduced an important point, and I find a very intelligent one. He says that it's not always about revenue, but expenditure. We are aware of several expenditure lines. These are largely social intervention programs. Is he saying that he's going to do away with some of the social intervention programs to enable him succeed? Or has he been able to identify a particular expenditure line to be able to deal with? Because to say you are going to abolish it on good authority and you are not going to look for another source of revenue to replace it, but you're going to cut on expenditure, it so suggests that you've identified one. Have you been able to identify one?
Mr. Chairman, the quality of expenditure matters. I have said here, and I'm on record to have said that as part of our short-term measures, we will indeed implement a careful but a strong expenditure-based front-loaded fiscal consolidation agenda without hurting growth and the vulnerable. The vulnerable obviously means protecting social protection. Mr. Chairman, I'm a social democrat. My party, the NDC, is a social democratic party. We stand by our ideals. We will not be the ones to hurt the vulnerable. We will protect the vulnerable in our society. Our expenditure cut will be careful, will be done in a way where the vulnerable will be protected. And I've said the quality of expenditure matters. It matters in the sense that expenditure must drive inclusive growth. And so if the expenditure is wasteful and it's not properly targeted and it's not achieving the desired outcome, then you have to relook at it. So we'll be guided. Remember, aside my professional expertise, I'm also a politician. I have won a mandate, and my constituency is a rural constituency. I understand the people of Ghana. I understand the needs of the vulnerable. I understand the dynamics of the political economy. I have monitored Ghana's economy for close to 20 years, 2 decades. I understand its trends, and I can assure you that whatever policy that we will introduce it in such a way that it will drive inclusive growth and help all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The ranking member is really enjoying the answers to the question. We may now move on with Honorable Mama Ayarga.
The traditional foods are no starch and carbohydrates. But true green food, yes, starch and carbohydrates, no, and your kids will be in a womb, and you're very healthy. A woman who buy free, you're able to say diabetes, kidney failure, cholesterol, hypertension, cancer, and then you're true green food, or more breakfast options to say cocoa, Tom Brown, oatmeal, and then you're
True green food.
Oh yes, our products now are 100% organic and natural. So we have your to me deliver my baby our
My chef and party planner. You know we can't get this retirement/birthday shinding go wrong.
Everything is almost ready, but small problem.
Why, what's up?
We are way over budget, Kweku.
Everything is almost twice the estimate.
Adibab, okay? No worries.
So with Tap Send, I have got a cake and decorations covered from here.
You handle the food.
If any extra expenses comes up, just text me or call me.
I'm off today, so I should be easily reachable.
Hey, Chairman, it is for
Say, no be easy, you. Chairman has time and money.
Allah,
Kweku tap, Kweku do, Kweku that.
our chairman can't follow.
Hey, Alande, Chairman send them.
Tap send. Papa no.
Hello, love.
Gary, do you have Mommy's parcel for her big day?
The shipping company says it will take 1 month.
A month? Gary, use Rapid.
Rapid?
Rapid courier ships from the United States to Ghana and 9 other African countries within 3 to 5 days. Log on to rapidgroup.com, buy, ship to us, and we deliver right to your doorstep.
That fast?
Yes, that's Rapid for him. Can you sign this?
I thought you only ordered Mommy's parcel.
No, I ordered a few car parts too.
Are you too busy to shop? We will shop for you. Rapid also has a luggage delivery service, so you can make that extra luggage and we will deliver at the lowest rate.
Rapid Courier, just shop, we deliver. Enjoy.
Spices day and no Remy spices or dinner Remy dependable.
Remy spices, Remy.
Young papa, what the Remy spices you are and what you are fine. Remy spices, dear, so who you swap, and fast spices for Biafra. Flavors no so dear, baby. Chicken, goat, jollof, stew. Spices be our Washington. Remy will be home. And for Adriani dear and to chacha. Remy spices, and Adriani decade.
Alakados Properties is ready to relieve you from the stress of finding units and setting up viewings or sell your house. Connect with Alakados Properties. We are specialized in sales and rentals of properties, property management, and consulting.
Alakados Properties is a real estate agency we work with, and we are committed to giving their guests the best experience in accommodation. You can also rely on Alakados Properties to find your long or short-term accommodation whilst in Ghana.
African market, and I'm Papa.
African market. Odofo, so bronze ha. Now ope African market papa didwa. Mo akoma to yem dia. Malata African market edem sronko. Smoked fish, meat, dry fish, sa ope kenke, rice, yam, fufu flour ni nnuane ahodo afiri Africa. Afei, ye want to ma papa. Bo wire kente, adawoma se kente, ahweni ahodo. Ani nneoma bebre na wobenya wo Malata African market. Hwehwe ya chi akwan ene number e wo screen so. Malata African market mu King Kong. Malata African market and I'm papa. African market to my papa. Malata African market.
At Diaspora Insurance, we understand the importance of dignified send-offs within Ghanaian culture and traditions. We also understand that you want to avoid the double trauma of your family grieving and not having the financial support to cover funeral expenses when you're not around. With our Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan, you can now cover yourself or your family in Ghana or abroad. With no medicals required, we'll accept you if you are under 75 years. Visit our website today or call us to complete a simple form in under 5 minutes. With Diaspora Insurance, your